Growing up, every day when I went to grammar school, I was a patrol boy, I'd come home, and I'd sit and watch Bozo Circus. It was a religious event for me. All my life, I wanted to get on Bozo Circus to be in the grand prize game, where you throw the little ping pong balls in the bucket, and if you win the last bucket, you get a bicycle and possibly a cotton candy machine. I never missed a Fugitive, and I never missed a Mission Impossible. Those were holy ground to me. Mission Impossible, that team of guys, you know, it was the real techno stuff that was incredible. Just incredible to me. I love the minds that created it.
The state will self-destruct in 5 seconds. Good luck, Jim. A Fugitive.
The Fugitive. I love David Jansen. I thought he was great.
Falsely convicted for the murder of his wife. Reprieved by fate when a train wreck freed him en route to the death house.
I think it was the action and the mystery. Would he get caught? How would David Jansen get around it? Always so close to solving the mystery.
I've been running for 3 years, Maggie. Do you know what that's like? You can end it for me here, now, tonight. Where is he?
Well, suppose they grab him. Suppose they hang the rap on him.
He's guilty.
I think how it influenced me is it was about the truth. It was about the truth in terms of, I've been falsely accused. I need to tell the truth. The only way I can tell the truth is to find the individual who knows the truth. And that will set the record straight.
What do you want from me?
I want your help. But I want you to tell me that there's no legal help I can get.
You better know something right now. I haven't got any one-armed man to pull out of a hat.
I see.
You want help or not?
It's my neck. I can't just toss a coin.
I'm better than that. I've never lost a capital case.
Isn't there something you should ask me?
What's that?
Whether I'm guilty.
We've got a primetime audience waiting for him to respond to these charges. He has got to get back on television, apologize for any misunderstanding, and say to the American people, now you listen to me, and deny, deny, deny. Before the public goes to sleep tonight, you do not around in prime time.
Well, I didn't want to be an actor until I was 13. I was on the south side of Chicago. I hated school because school never had anything for me. Finally, I was in 5th period gym, I remember, and these two big guys said, you know, you ought to come over to the youth center on the south side, and they're doing this play called Anything Goes, and you might like it. And I go over there, and I got in this play, and I loved it. I was able to get through school because of it, and it changed my life.
Sit down. I'm a victim of circumstance. Where you heading?
When I was growing up, whenever I was punished, the punishment was that you can't watch the Three Stooges. And I watched them religiously. There isn't one that I haven't seen. The Three Stooges were wire walkers. They would do anything. They were out of their minds. They took it to the edge. They played by nobody's rules. They were just hilarious to me as a kid. And I love them to this day when I watch them. I don't think anybody compares to those guys. I remember when I was making the movie The Princess Bride. We'd finished making the movie. We were in England. I was sitting around the table with Rob Reiner, Chris Guest, and Andy Scheinman, Rob's partner, and we're having a kind of celebratory dinner. And then at one point, I'm just sitting at the table, and I went, you know, something that Curly used to do. And Chris went, well, where was that? Where was that guy for 15 weeks? Where was he? And I went, oh, well, it was just another character. But when somebody creates something, it's rare, it's thrilling, it's exciting, and it becomes classical. And classical things are simple, and they're worth imitating.
Listen to those kisses. Oh, this is a great, great country.
I don't believe in imitation in general. I don't think it's a healthy way to be, period, in any area of life. But in the case of things that are original and honest, I think those you want to imitate, just as you hope your children imitate the better qualities in you rather than the worser qualities.
When I was a boy of 14, my father was so stupid I could scarcely stand to have the old man around. But by the time I got to be 21, I was astonished at how much he had learned in the last 7 years.
One of the things that influenced me more than anything in the world was Hal Holbrook do Mark Twain on the Hallmark Hall of Fame, and I thought that was the greatest thing I'd ever saw.
Congress?
I couldn't get over that a man who looked so different could end up looking like that. The fact that he looked just like Mark Twain with the makeup, and we all went to school and had that makeup book, you know, that theater book that had the makeup shots of Hal Holbrook being made up as Mark Twain. So I always wanted to grow up and be an actor and put that makeup on. That's why I did the movie Alien Nation, because I wanted to sit in that makeup chair. I don't need to ever do that again now, but I've done it. But I am a character actor, and that kind of character acting thrilled me and made me want to live that life. Where we're sitting right now is also a major influence in my life. We're in Creede, Colorado. We're sitting in the Creede Repertory Theater. This is a place that I came to act when I was at the University of Kansas in college in 70, 71, I think 73, for 3 years. And we did 8 shows a week on this stage that we're sitting in. Every night we'd tear the set down and bring in the next set. We built our own sets, put up our own lights. It was truly one of the major influences of my life, where I got to play an endless array of parts, where I loved the repertory theater, and where it set me on my course, saying this is what I want to do. Nothing fills me like this. You know, as an actor, you sit around making movies because they do all these production shots, and it can be 2, 3 hours till they finish lighting it, and the helicopter gets a shot, and then, you know, you go and you open the door as an actor, and that's like, you know, 3 days' work. Well, TV is not like that. You do 8 pages a day sometimes. As opposed to a movie, you might do 1/3 of a page a day. And it moves, so it's not boring. It's thrilling for the mind.
I'm going to crack and pour some warm water right on the heart. It can't hurt.
Yeah, probably won't do the trick. He's still running ice water through his circulation. But do the thoracotomy. Put the face wires directly on his epicardium so we have some control on the way to the OR.
What's exhausting is when you do something like Chicago Hope and you click with David Kelley and you got a part like I had with Jeffrey Geiger, and David and I got involved where we just started talking all the time on the phone. And, you know, when I read that initial script, it was very different from what he started to see in me, and then we would talk about things in life and what we wanted to portray in families and stuff, and it just kept osmosizing itself onto that paper. We got addicted to, you know, these discussions, and the pages just coming 50 pages at a time, one show after another.
It's not up to you to decide which patient is a better candidate for life.
Well, the McKinnon baby isn't living. It's a corpse with a pulse.
It's a life.
By what definition? Legal? Medical?
And even if it were, don't stand there and tell me doctors don't make these decisions. Who lives, who dies, who gets a transplant, who gets resuscitated. We pull more plugs here than the plumbers local.
David Kelley, in my opinion, brings himself to it, and that self, to me, is an extraordinary sense of humor that captures the truth brilliantly and takes it in that Three Stooges way right past reality at times, you know.
What can I do for you?
I want us to sleep together.
That's a good thing he was already dead.
But he pushes the envelope, and so it's a black humor that he does that I love, you know, surrounded by truth.
Okay, babies, please.
Okay, let's go. I want it on time.
I think one of the things that we don't realize in our lives is how much we have learned from television that is unconscious. And if somebody sits down and asks you to say, where did you get that from, or why do you do that, you might end up saying it's because of TV, and you probably wouldn't be wrong.